Yeah, we're up here on a tower access road. Pretty good. I know you can't see it in the camera, but this road comes out, and then this is all broke off and sagged, and it's all went down the hill. Up there behind that compound there, ditch line was dug, and it was dug backwards and holding water. And I'd almost be willing to say that that ditch line's holding water up there, and you can see them rocks. I'd say that water's running through them rocks, and it's coming out right here. We're gonna fix that up there on top too. And we're gonna fix this little slide in it. Some goofballs kind of worked up here before. Come back here and fix their mistakes. I guess the truck stalled out right here years ago, and they didn't have nothing to do nothing with it. The landowner said they just used shovels and rakes and smoothed it out enough to get over it and left it. Clogged this ditch line up. A water turn running down the old guy's road there to his house. So ain't really a bad job. This road's in really good shape. Just gotta do a little bit of ditching and put some outlet protections. I got to put a culvert in up here, underground electric. Not sure where it's at. 811's on their way out today and tomorrow. But I was guessing, man, I'd say it runs right up through there and right up along the roadway. So I'm planning on hopefully putting my outlet right in here, and then putting a big overflow outlet protection bed in there to bust that water up. My idea, and then I'll come up and stick the head of it up here. I got two sticks, 40 foot long, or 20 foot long, make 40 foot. I'll stick him right through here. Stay away from that electric. And it's rock. Name of the town's Rockport. So we're in some heavy rock up here. I met the guy that I work for and the company's representatives. We met them all up here last week, I think on Thursday, Talked to them and stuff. They're pretty. There's another culvert. We'll put some riprap. I'll dig this out a little bit, and we'll put some riprap and stuff in here to slow that water down so it ain't so abrasive. Outlet protection over in that holler. A lot of these towers were built, and they bought them. They bought the towers. The American Tower Company did. So just kind of clean this little ditch line up. We talked to them though when we was up here, and we got them to just do the minimum. I mean, there ain't no use to, the road ain't that bad shape. I wouldn't start regrading and putting crowns and all that stuff in. It's draining good. Leave it alone. It's kind of how we got them talked into. There's another one there we got to do a little bit of dressing up. Culvert inlet and outlet. They wanted me to mow the side of the road with the brush hog on a skid steer, and shoot, it ain't nothing but grass. We packed this couple weed eaters up. We got Pyro and Whiny, my nephew. He started working for me again. Pyro's leaving us. He's going to go work at Menards. I think I've already made that clear, but it might be 2 or 3 weeks or so before he gets to leave. So I went ahead and my nephew got him out here. That way Pyro's will kind of show him what his job is. Mike O called me, messaged me. He said he did pass his driver's license test. So Mike O got another $1 on the hour, and he got his driver's license. So that's great, awesome news. We was all hoping he would. But yeah, we ain't got a whole bunch of work on this. You can see that rock sticking out. You ain't gonna get no ditch line down through there. You're gonna have to raise the road up. A few slimy spots here and there. You can see it's got a pretty good base in there. We'll put about 2 inches of pressure run on top of the whole thing and let it eat. Not a bad job. Not a bad job at all. Right here, a whole lot of erosion. We gotta clean all that garbage out. Clean all that out, install outlet protection. inlet protection. Shoot, I'll get it right here in a minute. Inlet protection. Drops out of that holler right there. You ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of nothing down in that deep end holler. You'll probably put a little bit right there. That's about all you're gonna get. Fatso Jack. Yeah, you might do a little something right there. I wouldn't fool with that too much. That's just me. I don't think I'd fool with this section too much at all. I think I'm just gonna weed eat it and leave it alone. Raise this up and get her. So, what we got going on? Now they're over finishing up that ditch. I thought I'd walk this road out. I'll give you guys a final one. They're going to put the mulch on it tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment. So they're going to come up here tomorrow and put mulch on. This is where that slip was. If you guys remember them big rocks. Here's that fence post. See there, whatever we dug out, we put it in there and I laced it in with them big riprap stones and stuff, and then I filled it all up. Put about 6 inches of, they got 3s up here, they don't have 2s, they got 3s and 1s. So I put 3s on it. See how big 3s is. 3s ain't, that's about right. And I put that about 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, that crusher run, which they call this 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, something mix. I'll cut some brush out right there, made it look a little better. Brush out there. Took this big hump off. See up through her now, looks pretty good. Looks like it's supposed to. Got this culvert in down here, and he's working on that ditch up above it, bringing that water off the hill where it's supposed to be, and it's going to come down and it'll run in this into the culvert. That riprap will slow everything down, so it's got time to go in. It's 18-inch culvert. It's only supposed to be a 15. Well, Mark had 18, so that's what we put. Ripped the phone line out right here. Phone company had to come up here and reburied it for him. It runs right through there now. He said they're going to take and replace it all. The phone company, they claimed it. They said, you know, my fault. He said, I thought everything went overhead, but there was one line that runs up along this road. And we got it. It's a riprap. It's our outlet protection, drainage bed. The water comes out there real fast, it'll bust it up inside that riprap and just lets it run over the hill gently. So you're going up the hill. Clean these ditches out a little bit for him. He had it all concreted. I ripped the concrete out right there by accident. Put outlet protection on all of our culverts. I think this culvert should have been down here by this pole. But it was already here. So. Clean the ditch lines out. Like I said, he's going to, tomorrow they're going to come up tomorrow and put the mulch and stuff in ditches. They'll get it all finessed. But you guys have seen my product enough, not to mention there ain't a whole lot of reclaim on this anyway, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this. I wonder where that come from. That's a daggone tie. There's the interstate. 77. It's a pretty good area to work in, man. The weather's been good. It's been real good. Here's another one. This one here was eat out real bad. We filled all it back in. Rip-wrapped it. A lot of water runs off this road on this side right here, so we put the protections in there. A couple of good rains, though, finesse. Probably going to bring the hammer down here when we get done, because we got the hammer. We're going to go ahead and pop this ditch. I'm going to go ahead and just this area right here, I'm going to pop that out. It's hard. Everything else looks pretty good. And we put about 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches is what we looking for crusher run on the whole road. Rolled it all in, compacted it, and we'll pop that ditch out a little bit too. Put that little hammer up there, belongs to Mark. And that's a good little hammer. That's probably one of the best little hammers for a Mini I've ever seen. That thing hits hard. Rammer, I think's the name of it. Really, I just bored to death up there watching them work, watching them run that hammer and stuff. I can't handle that. I gotta have something to do. So I thought I'd walk around here and do this video. But there's the outlet protection. Clean that ditch line out, finessed it a little bit. Inlet protection, I'm sorry, outlet protection. Some of these roads are built right on a hill. This site here was bought. They didn't build this site. It was bought. So it ain't got the infrastructure like the other sites has got. This ditch, I didn't mess with it. I just left it alone. One, I didn't want to make that hill there move too much. It looked like it'd been draining. It's got a slight grade going down. I mean, I think it'll be okay. We didn't bother anything unless we had to. If it wasn't messing up, I didn't bother. I don't know if I'll have all this on the video or not. I may go ahead. I can't remember if I've done a complete walk up or not. I think I walked up on the way in. I'm walking out on the ending video, so. Inlet protection. Kind of fix that ditch in there. There's the outlet over here. I raised this side of the road up a little bit. Outlet protection. Kind of finesse that ditch. Part of that water goes that way and the rest of it comes back this way. It's really, really, really close in there. Right in here's the pivot point. It starts coming back downhill. It was a Detroit. I think it was a Detroit. Cleaned all this out. The boys can put mulch and stuff on it tomorrow. Down there's the end of her. Pretty much the same thing tomorrow, or pretty much the same rest of the part of the road. We didn't do a whole lot. I cleaned the ditch. Right down there, I cleaned the ditch line out a little bit so the water would keep it going. Put these outlet and inlet protections on that end down there, outlet and inlet protections, and put a little bit of stone on the road, and she's done. So, project's almost complete. The guys will finish it up tomorrow. I'll be up here to help them haul equipment out after my doctor's appointment. And we'll get on to the next show. I've got a little job maybe to do down on Miller Road in Huntington. A little job down there to probably do. I'll probably knock it out before we go to the next clearing job. Corbin, Kentucky is still in the wait, so y'all stay tuned. Remember, keep your powder dry and the Lord in your heart. Things don't look too good.